So the Bible talks about how God has given us the ability to create wealth. I love that. I agree with it. What's on the opposite side of that is a job, comfort, paycheck to paycheck, which most people, that's how we live our lives. I had a revelation and I wanted to share with you guys that God puts us in position to be uncomfortable to force us to grow. He puts us in position to where we have to challenge the elephant in the room. For example, there's four ways that people are inspired to change. Number one, where they received enough information where they're able to. Number two, where they learn enough that they actually want to. Number three is where they've seen enough that they're inspired to. And number four, which is why most people will actually do something, actually change, actually get started, actually say, I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired, is where they hurt enough that they have to. We see that in examples of people wanting to get their marriage better because they're on the verge of losing their spouse. We see that in the case of when people get reprimanded on the job. They may show up late or what have you, but then they realize because of the being reprimanded that this is the only source of income that they have. We see that where people's freedom is threatened and they choose to go to therapy or other means to keep them out of jail. We see that in cases where people run the risk of it's like losing freedom, but when they struggle with addictions and they choose to allow themselves to go to rehab, they hurt enough that they have to change. They don't want to die from this addiction. They don't want to lose more than what they already lost. Another example is share a quick story about my brother, Malcolm Harris, how he started his insurance agency. Myself and him, we joined this particular group. I was good at selling policies. He was good at getting agents. He's good at getting policies off as well. He's a master recruiter. So with this particular agency, he signed up under myself. It has like a multi-level marketing structure where if you are signed up under someone, you benefit the person that brought you in. He signed up under me, I guess because I introduced him to the group and I was already an agent before him. And I kind of helped him as far as inspiring him along with my grandmother and maybe some others to get his license. So we struck up a deal. And the deal was that our commission would look different from everyone else's because of the volume that we're producing. And the deal was mainly based on my brother's ability to recruit, not my ability to push him contracts, policies. It's really based on the back of my brother. That's it. When we started to receive our commission checks, we noticed something was off. They did not honor the deal. So my brother was far more pissed off than I was. And he called and said, I'm going to start my own company. They don't know who they messed with. All I need you to do is agree to be my first agent. That's it. He did everything that most people use excuses not to start their own business. He figured out what he needed. He invested whatever he needed. He got qualified with the things that he needed to. He found companies to represent all of the above. He set up his own agency out of his, it was like a studio apartment. He set it up out of his studio apartment. And I agreed. I was the first agent and started pushing policies through him. If you know anything about his current business now, his insurance agency, thousands, I'll say it again, thousands of agents he's recruited and signed up. He even has a dream team. None of that would have taken place if those people never reneged on our deal. He would not be the successful businessman that he is now if he stayed comfortable under their shadow. I can give you another example. I like to study battle rap. I like, bars, but outside of bars, I like the business structure of it. I like the setup. I like how bloggers make their money off of the industry. I like how the league owners are. I like to just study business. So I study their structure. With that being said, there's a popular battle rapper who was in a company that you can consider the NBA of the industry. They're the top of the top. They're the best company in battle rap. And he, over the past 2.5 to 3 years, has become a star. Big battles. That created one issue. In order for him to grow, he would have to figure out ways to better monetize what he has himself. Under the current company structure, he was going to run out of favor. Under his current contract, if you will, because I want to make it make sense, he was going to eventually devalue himself because he was going to he was going to run out of competition. Like anything else, is entertainment. So if people don't want to see him battle certain people, no one's interested in seeing him. And because he's already battled a lot of top battlers, he was running out of competition. And his contract said that he had more years to go. So he saw no growth in that. So what he did was he came to the company and he asked permission to be able to grow his profile, and he presented another option to them. They said no. He asked them if he can get YouTube drops to grow his profile. They said no. They have the right to say no, but in saying no, they put a cap on his actual trajectory. With that being said, he got a lawyer, got a good manager, found a loophole in his contract, went on ahead and quickly started a business that's now put him at the forefront of the industry itself. He was forced to get out. He was forced to grow. And now he's in a position that he would have never been in if he stayed. Two examples of being forced to grow. Also, two examples of someone actually being good at what they do, but learning and having a revelation that you're not going to necessarily be respected under someone else's house. They wanted to keep him. The company wanted to keep my brother and myself. The fact of the matter is, they want to keep him under their rules, under their vision, under their desire. And if it doesn't match up, they have to lean on you. They have to lean on them to make sure it's ran their way. No matter if they were dishonest, no matter if they could have said it better, no matter if they could have been upfront, at the end of the day, they have the right to do business the way that they want to. And you have the right to grow. You have the right to be free. You have the right to not have to check in and get permission to do and handle your business. I'll say it again. God has given us the ability to create wealth. I never read he's given us the ability to check in for your money. He's given us the ability to not be free, to be in a situation where it feels and looks like bondage. But we comfortable because it came with benefits. Bondage with benefits. It don't work like that. So if we see that we've been given the ability to create wealth, that's the only thing we're going to work on. I hope this inspires someone. Like, comment, subscribe to this channel. I'm putting out more talks like this. Man talk, shop talk, entrepreneurs talk. I'm feeling the type of way. I guess that's why this outro taking so long. But I just hope someone's inspired. I love you guys. See you next time.